Hey guys, welcome back to Wrench to Drive Wheel Review Edition. In case you're wondering where all the crawler videos have gone, I had a little bit of a problem, guys. I broke my old plastic wheels, and I didn't have anything to run. It was a problem. The great wheel shortage. Sadly, with the problems in the world, it took a while to get some metal wheels out of China. So things will be back up and running soon, guys. As you can see, this is the W2D4, my hybrid crawler. So this will be out again soon. This is one set of wheels I got, guys. These are Injora wheels. Injora makes a bunch of crawler products, and these are just plain steel wheels. They actually have an aluminum hub on the back. I'll try and get a shot there. That hub part in the back is actually aluminum. This is a set of older O-Star, I think, or Injora Swamper tires. I also got another set of wheels with a brand new set of these tires on them, guys. They work really well. And these ones are an older set that I've run a lot. They're holding up really well. These wheels are pretty decent, guys. The only downside to them is that you can't use tires with a large bead. And I'll show you a picture of that in the background here. The difference between the bead on these tires here and, for example, the stock tires that come with the Red Cat Gen 8. The bead is much bigger. And I mean, if somebody knows how to get those to fit properly, let me know. But I played around with them for quite a while, and I came to the conclusion that the bead is just too big. When you torque down the screws, it essentially squirts the bead right out because it's just too big. It does not work, guys. Where it seems to work fine with these tires, guys, the bead is way smaller, and hopefully the picture shows that fairly clearly. But yeah, that was a problem. So these are pretty plain Jane, guys. I paid about 31 or 32 Canadian dollars for these, which at the time was a good price. The price of these has been going crazy. Pretty much any wheels. I mean, 45 bucks seems to be a good deal right now, which is kind of sad, considering not too long ago they were a lot cheaper, guys. But it is what it is. And unfortunately, I got bit because I needed wheels. Because, like I said, I broke my plastic ones, and I was SOL, guys. I was not able to run these crawlers anymore because I had no wheels. And on that note, one of the things I'd like to point out, guys, a good reason for putting metal wheels on your crawler is that metal wheels won't break. Plastic wheels eventually will. And in my opinion, there's plenty of crappy plastic wheels, and there's a halfway decent chance that if you buy a Chinese crawler, it's going to have crappy wheels on it, and they're going to break way quicker than you'd like them to. Not all plastic wheels are crappy. But I'll show you at the end of this video, I'll go through some plastic wheels, and I'll show you some good ones, and I'll show you some crappy ones. And I mean, my main beef is it's very hard to tell the difference. So this here is the other set of metal wheels that I ordered. These are O-Stars. They came with this brand shiny new set of Swamper tires. And this was a grand total of 45 Canadian pesos, which right now is a little over 30 bucks American. Pretty good deal, I'd say. Only problem with these guys, and the reason I would actually suggest not getting them with tires, is that out of 4 wheels, 1 wheel I could pull the screws, and I was just going to Loctite them so they don't go anywhere. The other 3 wheels, all the screws were stripped, and they're a Torx bit. Kind of hard to see there, guys, but they're a Torx bit, and those little Torx, when you have a shoddy quality screw, they don't hold up real well, guys, and these ones didn't. They're rough, so hopefully I don't have any problems, because if I do, I'm kind of screwed, I think. No pun intended. Other than that, they actually look, I think, better in person than they do in pictures, and I think even in this video, as I'm shooting it, I kind of think in the pictures on the screen, they don't look as nice as they do in person. In person, I actually really like these guys. They look a lot sharper than I thought they would. I ordered them because they were cheap, flat out. Like a set of tires and wheels for 45 bucks. That seemed like too good a deal to pass up. So, you know, when I needed wheels anyway, so I went for them. And yeah, there you go. This is the Red Cat Gen 8 with my Fall Guy crawler body, and this new back half that I've 3D printed up. This is made out of TPU, so it's super flexible, guys, super bendy. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. This stuff actually seems to paint pretty well, so I'm going to paint this up, maybe do a black or silver or something, and That'll be alright. As you can see from the top, I made a minor miscalculation here. The back end is a little narrower than the front end. Oops, it was supposed to be symmetrical. We got the W2D tailgate there. You'll have to tell me what you think. So there'll be some running video of this coming up now that I got some wheels I can use. And like I said, the only downside, this is the Red Cat, and it's not going to be able to run the stock tires because they don't fit on those wheels I ordered for them. That's alright, we have other tires. Yeah, this thing's ready to rock, guys. So I got two more of these bodies, these Ford bodies, guys, because I really like it, actually. I like that body a lot, and this one, it's taking a bit of a beating, guys. It's a little worse for wear. Got one painted and one clear. There was a good deal on a 2-for-1, so that'll be coming up. So yeah, these wheels, only downside is that the screws were all stripped, hard to get out. So if I have problems, hope those tires stay on the bead. Other than that, they look really good. Like I said, I think they actually look better in person. And these other wheels, the only problem is they do not work with tires with a big bead. Those Red Cat Gen 8 tires, like I mentioned. The finish is pretty good, guys. I actually think these look not bad. And again, I think they look a little better in person. It's kind of a semi-metallic finish almost. I think you can see it a little bit in this shot. I don't know what you call that. It's not really sandblasted because it's actually more shiny when you see it up close and personal. But it looks not bad, guys. I'm a little concerned. I think they are steel, and that means they might be prone to rusting because Chinese stuff, you never quite know what you're going to get. But you know, they were not expensive, so yeah, we'll see. We'll test them out, let you know. I'll keep you posted if I have any problems with them. But again, they're metal, so they should be fairly durable, and they're pretty simple. They're a 3-piece wheel. We'll see. So it was a little bit of a surprise that they didn't work, guys, because I've had the Red Cat Gen 8 wheels on these plastic 3-piece wheels, and I got one here that's still good. And I've got a couple that are broken. So I've been running these for a long time, guys, and as you can see, this one, the hex is still in nice shape, no problems whatsoever. This one, here we go, this one, the hex is just destroyed. It absolutely got totally cranked. I think the winter running, guys, the cold weather probably did its evil damage, and that led to this, because you know, I've had these for quite a while, guys. They actually, I don't really have a beef with them. They held up, you know, they held up pretty good for a long time, and everything was fine. And yeah, they just finally packed it in. Alright, so these 3-piece wheels, you can see, if I can get this to focus, you can see there's just a little gap between each piece and the center locking ring. Well, with those metal ones, it looks the same. I really couldn't see a difference, guys. I don't know why they wouldn't grab onto that bead, because I've used these with the Red Cat Gen 8 tires and they worked fine. Well, those other ones not so much. And the only thing I can think is that the gripping surface here on these is actually, it's a 90 degree. It's pure 90, right? It's nice and flat. On those other ones, it's kind of dished. It does a little dish to the outside type of thing, and I think that just lets them squirt out. I think with these guys, you know, when you get the screws in there and torque them in, it grabs onto that tire and just won't let it go. Whereas those other ones, I think it's just not quite grabbing, and it just gets to squirt out. I think it's actually a design problem, not so much that it's theoretically incapable of working. It's the reality is different. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. But suffice to say that this type of wheel, if you can get some of these in plastic, they're not bad, guys. These held up, you know, really well. I got lots of miles on these before they packed it in, guys. It's pretty tough to criticize them too much. And the thing I did not appreciate about crawlers is how much torque you get on the wheels when you're going around corners, because those axles are locked, right? This is another set of wheels, guys. These came with those cheap tires that I'm running on my Kyosho Phaser, those cheap 90 millimeter, 95 millimeter truck tires. And you see this one is actually in one piece. This one here, the hex absolutely got destroyed, you know, practically instantly. It was really sad, guys. So if you get a set of these kind of looking wheels here, silver with the black, like I said, these came with that cheap set of truck tires. Not good, guys. These were absolutely terrible. Just a total joke. Alright, and then another plain type of wheel that you'll see from time to time is touring car wheels. They're 1.9 plastic wheels with just one-piece wheels, guys, and you can fit your crawler tires on them, but you're going to have to glue them, and they're not super durable, guys. Real common brand that you're going to see a lot of if you're shopping for touring car tires is Kforce. Kforce tires and wheels. They're super common, guys. In my opinion, well worth buying. I bought multiple sets of them, had no real problems. I have broken a couple of wheels, guys, but it was big crashes, and you know, what can you do? Plastic wheels break eventually, guys, and honestly, for the level of crashes that it took to break the ones that I was running, I don't really have a huge complaint. So these are some Kforce tires here, guys. These are a nice street tread. And these are off of, I think, these wheels here, guys. They have different offsets of these wheels, 3mm, 6mm, and 9mm. I think these are 6. And this is another tread pattern they have. This is a more solid rubber. It actually grips pretty well, guys. They're, if you see these tires, they're not bad at all in my opinion. I was running them on the old Kyosho in General Lee mode. That's why they got these 3D printed wheels. And they're actually kind of nice. They're kind of like a real street tire. They're grippy, but not super grippy. These guys, these type of tires are actually a lot more grippy. The traction is really good with these guys. And then these are rally tires, a rally style tire that Kforce makes again. And these are also really good, guys. And you can get them super cheap, so keep your eyes peeled. There's always a deal to be had. For what it's worth, the rally tires are actually a little bit bigger than the touring tires diameter-wise. I think you can see there. Let's see if we can put them level with that bottom line. Yeah, you can see they're quite a bit bigger, guys. And well worth buying in my opinion. Let's see, are these any bigger or smaller? Yeah, those are a little bigger too, it looks like. Yeah, so there you go. And those are just 1.9mm rim touring car tires. So there you go, cheap Chinese wheels in review. Like I said, not all plastic is bad, but knowing which plastic is good is a bit of an adventure sometimes, guys. And yeah, stay tuned. More crawler videos coming soon now that the wheel crisis has been solved. We'll see you next time on Wrench to Drive.